Yes, people, welcome back to the EFL Show on the First XI. I was definitely not about to plug my own channel then. It's been an interesting weekend. It has been an interesting weekend. I've had a throat that can only resemble knives being shoved down my throat. So I've been in absolute agony. That's not the only thing that put me in agony. I mean, watching Argyle last night or yesterday was somewhat painful. Let me just sort that out. Yeah, watching Argyle was a little painful yesterday. What was even more painful is that they, out of all the Argyle legends they picked for the punditry, they pick out Ian Holloway. And I don't know if ITV have quite worked out the history between Argyle and Ian Holloway, but it's not one that's full of fucking love and joy. I can assure you that much. But look, we'll get more into all of that in a bit. Aaron hasn't bothered turning up by looks of it, so you know, the show must go on. But Charlie, how are we doing?
Yeah, mate, all good. Obviously, it was annoying that I couldn't make the stream the other day, and I completely forgot to do the predictions as well because I just been busy with different shit with work and stuff. But now it's good to be back on and talk about some of the games. Yeah,
I mean, I've only cut you. I think I got 4 points, so I've only cut your lead by 4.
That's right then.
Aaron actually got 5, remarkably, but he put his one that his normal one on Donny to win. But yeah, it's been an interesting weekend, really. But yeah, sort of it's an interesting one, FA Cup weekend, right? Because there's not really a lot riding on it. I mean, I had, and I've shared this view on the show before, or recently, that I'm not too bothered about the cup run this year anyway. I'm sort of torn. So if we get a cup run, it's brilliant because then you know, we can potentially get more funds come January, sign a couple of players for the promotion push. But the downside to that is you've got more games. Now, annoyingly, we've got to go and get a replay done. It's like, oh,
yeah, same here.
Another fucking game. It's just like, that's the last thing we need is more and more games added on top. So I'm in an hour and I'm like, well, now we've got the replay. We might as well try and go deep in the FA Cup now because we've already played fucking 2 of them. We might as well just go for it. But it's an interesting one. But I'm guessing you're wanting a cup run because your league form isn't looking too great.
Well, I mean, obviously with the FA Cup, the only thing I want is to get to the 3rd round. That's it. I just want to try and get a big team, and then, you know, because, you know, we got to focus. We obviously had a good win last week in the league. You know, beating Harrogate, they hadn't even lost a home game before we played them, and then we beat them, and then. But, you know, I'd rather focus on the league because we got some big games coming up. You know, we got to play like 3 or 4 of the top 6 in the next few weeks, so we got quite a tough run. But yeah, all I want in the FA Cup is to get to the 3rd round. So hopefully we can do that. But be a tough game, in the replay against Oxford. They're a good team, so yeah.
Yeah, so I was just reading that Argyle's replay is on Tuesday, 7:45 kickoff. I said in an Argyle group chat, I wouldn't be surprised if that gets moved to Wednesday, or something, or the BBC or ITV pick it up for TV coverage. Because looking at most of the games there, I'll be surprised if they're not like, Sheffield Wednesday and Argyle. Yeah, we'll take that for TV coverage. Thank you very much. I mean, there's not many other replays that look that, I don't want to be rude, but it don't
Maybe
look that
apart
good.
from ours. I think ours is pretty good. Oxford. Bit of a derby, League One, League Two. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. But the Memorial doesn't have Wi-Fi, so you can't really do that.
It's got quality Wi-Fi. It might look pretty shit to some fans, but it's actually a decent little ground on the telly. When you see like all the different stands, 8 or 9 different.
Well, I suppose when we compare it to like a national team stadium, it might work. So you never know. Let's go through some comments. Let's do the comments. Big up the EFL gang. Any tasty fixtures coming up in your leagues? Well, we'll do that on Thursday, but I know some have got postponed for international call-ups. Ours hasn't though. We're playing Aki. I think it's away. Aki away. I'm not too keen on that. Believe it or not. Why am I not keen on Accrington Stanley away? Multiple reasons. Anyone who watches the EFL will know why I'm not too keen on Aki away. Big up to Riley.
Big up Riley.
Big up Bailey. Evening, lads.
Evening.
The snake was dirty as hell.
Yeah, fucking Matty Taylor. But to be fair, we got so lucky that they hit the post about 10 times, and our keeper Belshaw was on fire. Yeah.
Who do you want in round 2? A non-league side.
Yeah. I mean,
get me the easiest team in there. I'll take fucking St Albans. I'll take them.
Yeah. I mean, with me, I would like. Obviously, if we got through, I'd like Yeovil.
Yeah, I'll take Yeovil.
Yeovil, nice local game.
Yeah, I mean, if Exeter somehow get past Bradford, I wouldn't mind Exeter in the cup at home park. That'd be quite a good one, especially if we won. Oh boy, that would just top this season to the best season ever. To the point where I'll probably be ejaculating all over home park if we beat Exeter and got promoted. It would just top that season. But yeah, big up Max, Yo, Charlie, how you both doing? I'll go unlucky yesterday, but the replay at home park, so at least that's positive. Unlucky? I thought we were lucky to make.
Watch the game.
I thought we were lucky to escape at that second half without an absolute fucking battering. I thought Garrick was unlucky not to score. I mean, yeah, you could say that, but I wouldn't necessarily say our goal were unlucky. I thought we were quite lucky, to be fair, that we have Dan Scarr and Brendan Galloway at the back, because if not, we lose that game. So yeah, I don't know if I quite agree with the word unlucky there. Check the EFL group chat, Charlie. Johnny Blue has basically chatted more shit. Big up Chris. Kenny says, can't believe Aaron's going to be right on Wellens asset longer than Ollie. Depends where you are in the league. If you're fighting for promotion, you shouldn't care much about a cup run. If you've got nothing to play for, then you may as well try and go for a cup run. Completely agree with that. Hey lads, just finished work. I'm on my way home. Hopefully be on before it's over. Fucking hell. Don't speak about Wi-Fi and grounds. Couldn't get Wi-Fi at Scotty, so couldn't put my bet on it, and it came in with a 1 or 225 quid. Deactivated Twitter. Arsenal fans abusing me, telling me I go stick to cricket because I'm Asian. Hope their man goes fuck themselves. Yeah, I mean, Twitter is a disgusting place. Ollie's on holiday. Obviously, he's got to fly to Norway. Someone was like, plane crash, please. Twitter is vile. Absolutely fucking vile. Definitely report the account, sir. But let's sort of crack into the show. Let me just get that sorted. Arsenal really well. Just bear that in mind, guys. Arsenal fans are disgusting. But let's get into it. Hopefully everyone can see that, and I'm not lagging too much. Good. So first game that we'll be covering is Skunkthorpe versus Doncaster. Before we do this, Argyle TV says, yo, what's good, both of you? Was bloody lucky yesterday. Absolute bullshit the way we could just survive Wednesday, even though we beat them 3-0, for fuck's sake. An Argyle fan that's similar to me, who clearly watched the game. I don't know if Max did. But yeah, I thought we first half. I thought we were. It was. I'll get into it in a bit. I'll get into it. But Scunthorpe versus Doncaster. Apparently, according to Aaron, Scunthorpe probably could have got something from this. Yeah. What's your thoughts on this? Because I think we're both in agreement that Doncaster are getting relegated, but this sums it up a bit.
Yeah, I mean, two poor teams, and obviously it's pretty funny because Doncaster didn't even score. It was Scunthorpe that scored for them, and yeah, just two really, it's weird that like Donny didn't really do much, and they sort of struggled, and like Scunny have been getting, even like Colchester who've been doing pretty crap. They put 3 past Donny last week, and Doncaster are just struggling to do anything. And yeah, just two teams that will probably both be getting relegated. Scunny to the conference and Doncaster to League Two. So yeah, not much to say apart from two poor teams.
Yeah, I mean, it's an own goal as well, isn't it? An own goal that gets Doncaster through. I mean, Richie Wellens, Doncaster fans were saying that apparently it was all down to if Richie won this game, and I'm sort of sat there like, what? Hold on, he's been abysmally shit in the league, but if he gets a cup run, he saves his job. Like, are you fucking joking? Are you fucking? What sort of barbarically shit logic is that? It's okay if you get us relegated, that's fine, but if you can get us to round 3 of the FA Cup, oh boy, your job is safe. Like, what the fuck is that about? Like, I don't know. That's a sort of thing I'd expect from a team that's in like, tier 9 or tier 10. Like, well, I know we're struggling in the league, but you've got us through rounds 1, 2, 3, and 4, the qualifying rounds. We're into round 1. Do you know what? Get us a good cup run, and we won't kick you out of the club. Like, it's just, it's so shit. The mentality of it. Just the whole idea is just ridiculously stupid. It just doesn't make sense to me. But a lot of what Doncaster do doesn't make sense to me. Bailey says she'll won 3 or 4-0, had plenty of chances, just didn't finish them. Oh yes, that Turkish wonder kid must be doing very well. But is it too late for Scunthorpe to stay up under Keith Hill? I don't think so. I think Keith Hill could definitely keep him up.
I'm not sure that like their squad is so like there's everything going on as well.
Yeah. But League 2 is really shit.
Yeah, but Scunny are really, really, really shit. I mean, it's going to be interesting because
I've seen some Argyle teams that have, especially under Carl Fletcher. I've seen some teams that definitely should not have stayed up. Like, never should have stayed up. We did. It's League 2. It's not too late. Definitely not too late. And especially if he can reinforce in January as well. It's certainly not too late.
Thing, like, they're not going to have they're not going to have hardly any budget to go out and get players. Like, who's going to want to go Scunny if they're bottom of League Two?
You'll find some fuckers.
It's just going to be scrapped. It's going to be interesting because we played them in I think it's December, like just before Christmas. We travel there, but yeah, I mean Clint. What is it? Clint Hill. Yeah,
Keith.
Clint Hill. Oh,
Keith.
yeah, Keith Hill. Yeah. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. But if he's the man to do it, it is Keith Hill. So it should be interesting.
Yeah, I mean, very good appointment though. Very, very good appointment. Velva know how it feels. Stay strong, absolutely. Come out of the game, plenty of injuries as well. Unfortunately, 15 senior regulars missed training today due to injuries and knocks. So tomorrow's game is going to be threadbare with a lot of kids. Hopefully, Horton gets more game time though, because he was man of the match Saturday. Nothing better than when you see an academy graduate doing well.
Yeah, but that's the thing though. Like there's a lot of injuries, but Aaron, like I've seen Aaron's reaction, and he was like, "Oh, we should have signed more players." Like that's not Welling's fault that 15 players are out injured. That is a lot of players, and it's not like saying that you should have signed more players. They've still got a big squad. It's just that they've been unfortunate. Like, even with us, we've got.
Believe it.
Out, but I'm not.
Believe it or not, if let's say 15 players of I mean if 15 players of ours was injured or God knows what, I'd probably jump off a bridge because it would not be a pretty sight. No. But if half our squad was out injured, I wouldn't be going, "Oh, Ryan Lowe should have got more players in. What the fuck was he playing at?" Like, I'd have a lot of empathy for Ryan Lowe. I'd be like, "We'll get through this together, boss. I promise." Like, maybe in January we'll get a couple of cheeky loanies in, shall we? Yeah. Try and get a win today, boss. Let's do this. Argyle till I die. All of that crack. Gotta love it. Aaron says very average match, but needed the final product to make it 3 or 4. And you need that Turkish wonder kid. That's what you need. Is the weekly review show on tonight now? It is. Kaká missed a free header, but was probably a better of the front three. He's getting better every game, but needs to start finishing the chances. Yes, well, he's Turkish wonder kid, so it shouldn't take him too long to start scoring goals. I mean, I was told to expect double figures. I'm waiting. I am waiting.
Yeah,
you know it's
said he's nearly in their starting 11. Apparently, that's what Aaron said.
It's embarrassing when Dan Scar has got more goals than Kaká. I'm just saying. And Dan Scar is our fat ass centre back that plays in the middle of a back three. But I'm pretty sure he's got more goals than Kaká. But hey,
Kaká's only got. I think he's only got one goal.
I think Dan has got 2. I think Scarzy has got 2. And that man is just an absolute brick house. That's what he is. He's I'll put it this way, he's not the most graceful of footballer. But you don't need to be graceful sitting in a back three in the middle where what we want you to do is absolutely body attackers for a living. Then we need you to be ungraceful. According to Aaron, Donny would finish 7th because of their amazing window. Yes. Yes.
Amazing, yeah.
Ollie survives again. It's not Welling's fault that they are all out injured. A lot of them are key players. Also, we don't have the budget to have 30, 35 players in the squad. I bet no other team in League One does. I mean,
30 to 35.
Yeah, I don't think. I reckon if I was to sit down with Simon Allen and go, "Do you reckon we got the budget for 30 or 35 first team players?" He'd probably die of a heart attack.
Yeah, that's mad. No. I mean, we got 27, I think.
Fucking even that is pushing it also, massively.
But even then, it's luckily we do so because we've got 11 players out injured. Like yesterday,
but what I'm saying is that's still a lot of players. That's still a lot of players. Though. Yeah, still a lot. Like that is probably teetering on the edge of your budget. Like genuinely, that is mad. I'm starting to hate football. Thanks to Ollie.
Ollie in.
Thanks, Prime. Always there if you need to talk, Valve. When they're fit, he's the third choice striker, and we'll probably be getting another one on January. Sky Sports are about 48 hours delayed to all other sort of national outlets, so they're going off Saturday's news, Wolf. So yeah, Sky are not reliable. The Sun. No. Moving on. Argyle drew away to Hillsborough. This game was literally a game of two halves. First half, I thought we were the better of the two. I thought Sheffield Wednesday had a couple of chances, none that I was fearful of, none that I was like, oh, yeah, clear the fucking ball, clear that ball. No, none of that. I was very calm when the ball was coming towards us because I didn't think Sheffield Wednesday had any attacking prowess at all. I thought Hardy's an odd one, right? Because I thought he was all right. I thought what he was trying to do was making sense. But I thought the final ball from everyone that day was absolutely woeful. That final ball from everyone, nobody can sit there and tell me that any of the boys had any final product. It was embarrassing, right? Panucci, his final ball was absolutely shocking. Danny Mayer was non-existent in the game. Couldn't get Danny Mayer into it. Hardy again got into good chances. Didn't really link up very well with Jeffers, which was a bit of a surprise, actually. But neither of them really got into the game. Ryan, though, then at halftime decides to take off Hardy and bring on Garrick. I sort of understood the move. It was sort of a like-for-like replacement. Garrick has got the pace. He had a really good chance in the second half. But that's all I can really remember him doing. I thought we were pinned back in the second half, which was a little bit concerning. Other than that, obviously, he brought off Danny Mayer for Ryan Broom, but couldn't really, again, get Broom into the game. Then he made, I think, a final substitution later on in the second half where he brought on Reece Shirley for Jeffers, which, that is what it is. But I don't think we deserve to win, honestly. But I don't think Sheffield Wednesday deserved to win either. I thought neither team honestly could sit there and say deserve to win that game. I don't think neither team deserved it. Replay at Home Park, I would probably say Argyle were favourites to win that. At Home Park, we've looked solid, unbeaten at Home Park this season. I thought it was just a bit of a shit game, if I'm being honest. Maybe that is tactical masterclass from Ryan Lowe, considering how well we've been doing. Sort of knowing how many Premier League scouts are probably going to be watching ITV going, let's have a little look at these players then. Which ones can we fucking take? So Ryan Lowe probably in the dressing room going, boys, just scrape a 1-0 win if we can. Yep, much obliged. But no, in all seriousness, we were quite shit. But to be fair, so was Wednesday. But did you watch this game, Charlie, or bits of it?
I mean, I started watching it because I couldn't go to the Rovers game, but so I had my headphones on listening to that Rovers game, and then I was watching the game was I watched about 20 minutes and turned it off. It was crap. It was just like you said, no team really made their marker on the game, and it was just one of those poor games.
I thought first half we were dominant. Second half Wednesday were all over us. So it was really a game of two halves.
Yeah, it just wasn't one for the neutral. Let's say that it was just one of those games. Both teams are good, and Wednesday just come off the back of they battered Sunderland, and obviously you're on good form. But yeah, like you said, Taylor two halves, and I suppose, like you said, your favourites for the replay, and see what happens.
Yeah, I think you have to consider Argyle favourites when it's at home park. Just it's probably the way it goes. I mean, that's not me being big-headed either.
No,
I just think
it's true though, isn't it? Because you haven't even lost a game, have you, at home?
I didn't want to bring this up, but you've forced me to bring it up. But we are actually the longest unbeaten league run in English football right now. So respect. Thank you, West Ham, for respect. Thank you, West Ham, for that, because obviously beating Liverpool has given us that crown. Knowing Argyle, we're definitely losing to Accrington at the weekend to pass that crown on to some other fucker. Probably knowing our luck extra. But no, it was an absolutely appalling game. Really, moving on though, the next one, Oxford 2, Bristol Rovers 2. Do you know what? Oxford is not an easy place to go to. Now, I know Argyle went there earlier in the year, or actually earlier last month, I think. And got a 3-1 win. But again, I don't really need to say that Argyle are just in fucking fantastic form. To go to Oxford to get a replay back at the Memorial, that's knowing your away form as well. That's almost like winning the fucking FA Cup, mate. What you've just done there is won the FA Cup, because with your away form, getting in football, that's a point. To get a point away from home for you lot you've just won the FA Cup, mate. Congratulations.
No, but to be fair, like our away form's actually changed. Like we've actually started doing a lot better away. Where we haven't lost, we're unbeaten away in 5 games now, if you count that. So, to go to Bradford as well, who won beaten at the time and get a draw, and then beat Harrogate. Well, I mean, to be fair, it was mainly, Oxford, were obviously miles favourites, 6th in League One, doing very well, scoring a lot of goals, won their last 4 games, I think, 3 or 4 games. So, going there, I mean, I actually predicted us to draw. And obviously we got a draw, and, we did get let off. They hit the woodwork a lot, 3 or 4 times they hit the post, but, we hit the post as well, we hit the crossbar. It was annoying because the goals we actually conceded were quite poor from the defending, but the scouts Iniesta and the scouts Zidane, Sam Finley and Evans getting the goals, and every Rovers fan would have took that. It's a bit annoying about a replay, but let's see what can happen. Oxford are a tricky team to break down, especially when, I've seen Riley went as well, and they are, a team.
Oh, is it your home form that's been shocking? Home
form has been terrible. We conceded 9 in our last 3.
Okay, then this is a fucking disgraceful result. You ought to be ashamed of yourselves.
No, mate. But to be fair, our keeper was on form as well. Like, some of the saves he made was stupid, and obviously Matty Taylor, who used to play for us, he scored the opening goal. He could have had a hat trick. To be fair, he hit the post once, he hit the crossbar. But that's the thing though. When a team like Oxford, when they're doing having chances but can't take them, you're always in the game. At 2-1, you're always in the game, and then like last few minutes, a stupid foul from their defender give us a penalty, and obviously, I'll take that definitely. And I'm surprised Aaron predicted us to win as well with a clean sheet. Bloody hell, what's going on there?
Yeah, I'm presuming he wants one of us to be backing him, and he knows that my corner is so firmly against him, not only as a football fan, but also as a football pundit that he likes to call himself. God knows what. Riley says, now I went to a West Ham game. That makes more sense. Who the fuck wants to watch? Who wants to watch Bristol Rovers? Change it, Kenny console, because we playing like a fiddle. And just watch Rovers highlights. They hit the post loads, and their defenders took a chunk out of Collins' leg. pretty much. But moving on, the next game actually had a little bit of importance added onto it after Anthony Sarcevic went from Bolton to, you got it, Stockport County. So return for Sarcevic quite quickly to Bolton. I'm presuming, I think he would probably have known that Stockport had Bolton coming up, so I'm sure he was somewhat excited about it. Good point. Well, not a point. Good replay for Stockport County to drag Bolton to their ground on a Tuesday night. Although it's not really much of a shock for Bolton because Stockport have got quite a good ground, to be fair. So it'll be quite a nice one. But a 2-2 draw, Bolton. Best team in League One, according to their manager.
Mate, it's funny, isn't it? Since you said that, they haven't won a game. It's hilarious.
Conceded 4 against Wigan, 3 against Argyle. You've let in 2 against Stockport. Best team in the league. I hear that.
Yeah, lost to Portsmouth. But it was annoying, though, because obviously, you obviously said that Sarcevic went. He couldn't even play, which was annoying because he was cup-tied because he'd already played in like that checker trade crap. So he couldn't play for Stockport in that game.
Hold on, what? So because he played in the checker trade trophy, he can't play in the FA Cup?
Yeah, he's cup-tied.
They're 2 different competitions.
Well, but it's still a cup.
You're fucking joking.
Nah, he cup-tied. That's why he didn't play.
What sort of complete and utter bullshit is that?
I don't know.
Genuinely. Oh, because you played the checker trade trophy, you can't play in a different competition? Have mercy on my fucking brain. I swear, these rules.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
But, it was good for Stockport, but Bolton, Stockport could easily, I wouldn't be surprised if Stockport beat him in the replay.
Yeah, they got Paddy Madden, haven't they? They got Paddy Madden as well. So, what's your thoughts on Dave Chalner going to manage Stockport after leaving Hartlepool? I was shocked he wanted a step down. But it's not really much of a step down, is it? I mean, Stockport in National League, Hartlepool in League 2. It's not really much of a jump down. The way it was done by one.
Money, innit? Money.
Well, yeah, that would have been done. Trent Alexander, that's not about the thing. Anthony had an injury. Oh, that might be it. Where you seen that, Charlie? It's a different competition. Surely he cannot be.
I'm not sure. I've seen it online, but I don't know. Maybe he had an injury. I don't know.
Maybe Aaron was the source you got.
No, it definitely wasn't Aaron. Don't worry about that.
Moving on, we did have a shock in the FA Cup, and the shock actually came from St Albans City Football Club, who managed to knock out League 2 flying Forest Green Rovers. Great moment for St Albans. The even better moment is I knew that St Albans would knock out Forest Green, because that is the most Forest Green Rovers thing to happen, which is to bottle it against a side that is, I think, 2 leagues below you. So, Charlie.
Yeah, fair play. They're very good. Obviously, there's always going to be a bit of, their keeper, and they made some, but it was quality. Everyone, all their players putting blocks in and stopping it. But yeah, it was funny because Forest Green actually went 1-0 up as well. And I was watching the game, I was thinking, yeah, here we go. Matty Stevens put some 1-0 up. Yeah, this could be a battering, but then, they just, and defensively, and you don't usually say that for Forest Green because they're usually very good, but they look shit. And we've got them in a few weeks away from home, so I know it's completely different, FA Cup and they're away, but still, they're there to be beaten, and fair play for St Albans. I've seen it; they were buzzing, and fair play. Fans on the pitch, you love to see it. FA Cup, that's what is. I think that was the only upset. The only win anyway. A lot of teams got draws, but there was a few. Like there's a few other games obviously we'll talk about, but I think that was the only loss.
I was about to say that it wasn't. They didn't win, but I'd probably call it an upset that they only conceded one. But I'll get to that one in later because it was. They should have scored a lot more than, well, conceded a lot more than one. Riley says, "Yeah, where's Aaron today?" I don't know. What's your thoughts on Mystic Werewolf now? Absolute legend. Riley, Aaron's cooking chicken at KFC for people's bargain buckets. Oh, love it. Moving on, AFC.
Mine.
Yeah, I don't want this chicken. AFC Wimbledon beating Guiseley. Only the one goal though. I would say I'm surprised by that, but yeah, a 1-0 win. Look, it's cup football, isn't it? Just get the win, get to the second round. Jobs
just
are good.
Win, move on. Yeah. And that's basically what it was, Guiseley had a few chances, but even Wimbledon, they didn't have loads, to be fair. And, like you said, it's cup football. Anything can happen, upsets, whatever. So just get the win and move on. Because they'd been on pretty poor form as well, Wimbledon in the league, I think. So all they needed is a win just to get some confidence and just to get through.
Aaron getting sacked in the morning. He's definitely running a tightrope, I can assure you there. Thanks now. Big up legend Mr. Werewolf. Love to see it. I was hoping to get Wrexham in next round, but oh well. Holding on to a lead and going through ain't for everyone. That Wrexham agenda still lasts. Funny how Donny seemed to be handing out bargain buckets featuring 3 points every week. I know, right? It's brilliant. It's brilliant. True, Benny. Now, Charlie, everyone in the chat, thanks for everything. I've decided to take a break. Can't guarantee I might return. I need to recover from what happened today. I'm emotionally not on it. I'm not emotionally on it. This is a goodbye. I'll catch you in a bit, Velv. If you do need to chat to me, though, you know where my DMs are, mate. So make sure you reach out if needed. I like Wrexham only because it's owned by Ryan Reynolds, who is from my area. That's always a good one. Moving on, though, Charlton absolutely battered Havant and Waterlooville. Havant and Waterlooville is a name that is prestigious in the FA Cup after they actually went. I think they took the lead at Anfield against Liverpool in the third round once. So,
didn't they beat them? Didn't they beat Liverpool?
They may have. I can't remember that far back.
I remember that as well. That was quite a while back, wasn't it? It was like
it was
or something.
Yeah, I was just about to say it was one of my first memories of like Soccer Saturday and all of that. One of the main ones. But Hampton Waterlooville, they can't quite do that this year because this year they got absolutely pummeled in the first round by Charlton Athletic. Charlton doing quite well of recent. Not really much to say apart from Charlton have finally decided to act like a big club.
But it's also funny because this scoreline against, a Conference South team was the same as what they did to Doncaster like last week, wasn't it? 4-0, which is pretty funny. Very good win. It's funny though, isn't it? Like, with Johnny Jackson in charge, he's I think over the past couple of years, because I remember he took charge of the game when they sacked when Bowyer went to Birmingham and they beat us when we bottled it at the Valley. But he's won like every game or unbeaten every game he took charge. But yeah, good win for them. Scoring goals and through to the next round. So should be interesting. But yeah, that's how bad Donny are. They lose 4-0, the same as Havant.
Hampton and Waterlooville are bigger than Doncaster. That's what I will say. Hampton Waterlooville were leading 2-1 at Liverpool, got beat 5-2 against Liverpool in the end.
It was that game. Didn't they lose to? Was it Barnsley that beat them on penalties at Anfield in the FA Cup? I think so.
May have been. Charlton actually going on good form. They are. It was Barnsley who knocked out Liverpool.
Barnsley, yeah. Barnsley, yeah.
That's the one. We can briefly skip over this game. Congratulations, Walsall, on your 1-0 win against Kings Lynn. That was quite an easy game, really. Although I would say I expected more goals from Walsall, but it's Walsall. Moving swiftly on, because that game would bore the shit out of me. Kings Lynn are in ridiculously shit form in the National League, which is why I didn't really hold much hope for them in the FA Cup this season. But moving on to Leyton Orient, they played Ebbsfleet United from the Conference South, I think, or North, one of the two.
Yeah,
I know they're one of the conference teams. A 1-0 win for Leyton Orient. Can't say I'm too surprised by that, though.
No, not at all. I thought it'd be more, but like you said, a win's a win. Get through in it, get the money in, see who you get in the second round. Yeah,
I mean, if you're a non-league side, how would you go? What do you want in the second round? Do you want a sort of team that's sort of near your level that you think you can beat, or are you hoping for one of the big boys, an Argyle, a Pompey? What are you wanting if you're a non-league side? Because I mean, for us, like, it's the dream of getting a United or a Liverpool in the third round. For this lot, they've already done 4. This is their 5th round in the FA Cup. So
it's mad, isn't it? It's mad.
But you're so close to round 3 where the big boys come in. How do you play it? Do you want one of the big boys from League One, or do you want sort of a conference side, or how do you do it? What do you want? Not that you get a choice in it, mind you, but what are you sort of hoping for?
I mean, they'd probably hope for either to get a team as close to their level as possible at home, or get like a Plymouth or Portsmouth. I would have said Sunderland, but of course even they bottled it. But yeah, even a big team at home or away, and then maybe get a chance to play like that. What was that team last season that Tottenham played, and that Vinicius was doing like...
Maine United.
Maine, when he was doing some dodgy celebration or whatever. But yeah, to try and get any team at home, really, and then get in the next round, I'd have thought.
Yeah, I'd agree with you, sort of. Or maybe a team on bad form in League Two. Maybe do that, especially if you're in the National League or National South. I mean, a Skunkthorpe, probably Oldham if they're still there. I don't know. A team in bad form probably ticks the box out. Although Forest Green Rovers got knocked out, so could really be anyone. And this is the game that I said was a bit of an upset, because you're probably looking at that badge, Charlie, and thinking, "What the fuck is that?"
It's Harrow Borough.
It's Harrow Borough. Now they're in like step 9 or 10 of English football. They're in the southern. I think that they are in the same league as Tiverton Town.
They're that low that even they don't have names on their shirt. It's just numbers. Mm-hmm. So
mate, that's the same with a lot of teams down there. But they're in the same league as Tiverton Town. Just to put a little bit of context onto where this club is. To go to Fratton Park and only lose 1-0, what an achievement. I'm not going to lie, what an achievement. Yeah, that's mad. And more importantly, Portsmouth Football Club, you are fucking shit.
Yeah, to be fair, like, to be fair, like, both of the teams, like, that game could have easily finished, like, 4-4. Like, Harrow had so many chances, just didn't have the right quality, or didn't do the right pass or shot leading towards, and Portsmouth as well. They had a lot of chances, but yeah, they're just even like what has happened to like Marquis. I remember when he first went to Portsmouth, like when they signed him from of course Doncaster. Sorry for Aaron and any Doncaster fans, but yeah, like he joined Portsmouth and he was amazing. Then like last season and this season is just goals have just dried up, but Portsmouth. They got the job done, but like you said, Harrow could have easily won or had a replay in that game.
Yeah, I mean, I normally say, yeah, just take the win and walk with it. But fuck me, Portsmouth. You shouldn't be making it this difficult at all. That was all the games we've covered. Marcus needs to come back home, says Bailey. Chris says Harrow win the game too.
Yeah.
And had their chances. But Charlie is in the lead, but it has been cut down to 8 points now after he forfeited this week's push, which has enabled me to slide back in there to cut that gap right down. I've been in some really good form. And predictions. So Charlie sort of just casually looking over his shoulder a little bit, going, "Oh dear." Even Aaron is somewhat getting there, and it's somewhat surprising. Although I do fully expect him to drop back a bit. Leroy England says you're not wrong about Pompey. They are just shit. Pompey are just crap. It's even more embarrassing that we drew 2-2 with them.
I was just about to say that. Even you drew them, but yeah. That's football, isn't it?
Don't remind me. Just do not remind me about that. I do not need reminding. But before we go, let's just have a look at some of the other FA Cup results of the weekend. So the Friday game was AFC Sudbury, who faced Colchester United, and Colchester won 4-0. The Saturday FA Cup fixtures were as follows: Gillingham 1, Cheltenham 1, so that will go to a replay at Gillingham, at Cheltenham. Bournemouth 2, Eastleigh 0. Bradford 0, Exeter 0. Bradford 1, Exeter 1. So that's a replay at St James's Park. Carlisle beat Horsham 2-0. Chesterfield beating Southend United 3-1. Crawley losing 1-0 to Tranmere Rovers. Crewe, this is somewhat of an upset. Crewe being dumped out 3-0 by Swindon.
Nah, that's no upset, mate. Crewe are shit.
Crewe looking like they're going straight back down to League Two.
Yeah, Crewe.
Well, I know that, mate.
I'm not surprised.
Aaron has finally decided to join us right at the end, which is always good.
And even
Fleetwood,
even Johnny can beat flipping Crewe.
Fleetwood 1, Burton 2. Harrogate Town 2, Wrexham 1, so Wrexham dumped out against Harrogate. Hartlepool 2, Wickham 2. That will go to a replay at Wickham. Ipswich 1, Oldham 1. Fuck me, Ipswich. You really are shit. That's a replay at Oldham on Tuesday, the 16th, I think. Kidderminster Harriers 1, Grimsby 0. Lincoln City 1, Bowers and Pitsea 0. MK Dons 2, Stevenage 2. So that'll be a replay at Stevenage. Morecambe 1, Newport 0. Northampton 2, Cambridge United 2. So that'll be a replay at Cambridge United. Port Vale 5 at Quinton Stanley 1. Rotherham 3, Bromley 0. Sunderland 0, Mansfield 1. That's an upset there. That's an upset.
I saw the highlights from that. That was a great win for Mansfield.
Hayes and Yeading 0, Sutton 1. Gateshead 2, Altrincham 2. So that is a replay at Altrincham. FC Halifax 7, Maidenhead United 4.
That was fucking brilliant.
7-4. That should have been on TV. Wigan 0, Solihull Moors 0. So that'll be a replay at Solihull Moors. Yate Town 0, Yeovil City 5. Yeovil Town 5, I mean, not City. York City 0, Buxton 1. And then Banbury United 0, Barrow 4. On the Sunday, obviously I'm not reading the games that we've already covered. Sunday, Rochdale 1, Notts County 1. Stratford Town 1, Shrewsbury 5. And then obviously just read it again, St Albans 3, Forest Green Rovers 2.
We've also got Gillingham Rebels versus Salford City, obviously, tonight.
Yeah. Is that a result, Aaron?
It's not a result, but it will.
Who's the clever? You can end it right there.
Is it on telly?
It
Yeah,
should
mate,
be,
it's
yeah.
on
And then we've got the draw.
BBC, I
At,
think.
then we've got the draw on ITV4 at 20-10 for round 2.
Yeah,
so.
you just got to be. You just got to wonder which championship side that we're going to get in the draw today. I'm hoping for Luton Town.
Are we doing the stream for the draw, or we've not got time?
Oh, we fuck no. No.
I want to see our reactions.
If you want to know which team gets which, the draw is on ITV. Go watch it. I don't really. There's going to be no reaction. Oh, if Argyle get Donny, well, what am I going to be like? Oh my god! No, it's going to be like
no, the shittiest team in League One.
No, your reaction's going to be let's highlight them.
No, my reaction will be like brilliant, great, and a meaningless game that we've got to go play in fucking December. Brilliant.
Aaron, what team do you want? Do you want a really easy team, or do you want to get a championship team so they can batter you 6-0?
No, mate. I want to get I want a good cup run, but it could affect our chance of getting out of the relegation zone. So it's the catch-22 in a way. So I wouldn't mind a non-league team. It'd be nice to get a non-league team, try and get that television coverage, because of course the ITV love covering non-league teams. And I want to see. Well, it was BBC first. Now ITV will cover non-league games in the FA Cup. I mean. But I wouldn't mind.
Literally covered Sheffield Wednesday versus Plymouth Argyle, but yeah, I see the non-league team there, mate.
But no, they're covering Dagenham and Salford today on ITV. So
you do know the BBC covered the one on Friday, which had a non-league team in, right?
Yeah, I know, but Dagenham and Salford's going to be on ITV, so both of them cover non-league anyway. So,
which they have done every single time. The BBC or ITV have ever had coverage of the FA Cup.
But I also wouldn't mind getting a League One team, because I think that it's nice getting a team that you're used to playing like at least 2 times every year. So every season. So I want to
get a League One team. Like, you pretty much lost to everyone you've played so far.
I'd rather someone like a Crew or something. Someone like a Crew. Someone who's
yeah, but you do know Crew lost 3-0 to Spurs.
Oh, right. I'm ending this there because he's already in his own stream. He's mentioned about which championship side he's getting in round 2. Now he's wanting Crew, who they've already been knocked out. Do you know what? I hope Argyle pick up Sunderland. I hope we get Sunderland in the second round. It would be absolutely fantastic to get them at St James's Park. Would absolutely love it.
Hopefully we can get Skunkthorpe.
Yeah. I'm just hoping to get Sunderland.
Who do you realistically
I'm just hoping to get Sunderland away at St James's Park. I think it'd be a great day out.
Charlie,
I want either a team like Stockport.
We're taking the piss out of Aaron.
Yeah, like a team like either like Stockport, like a ground which I haven't been to, Yeovil or Bristol City at home.
And what about you now? What would you like if you got through the Sheffield Wednesday replay?
Don't really care.
Do you want to celebrate at Wembley in front of Man City fans?
What's that? Plymouth against Man City in the final?
That'd be nice.
No, not really. I don't really give a shit who we get. Like we're second in the league, so we're one of the best teams that are currently in the competition at the moment. So theoretically, anyone we do get, we should be able to beat. So give us whoever, really.
What stage?
There's one other team I want to play.
Finish? Like, what stage in the cup do you think we'll finish? Because I'm personally thinking we'll finish around round 3 or 4.
Oh no, I'm sort of hoping to get knocked out in the first round so we can focus on the league.
Wait, say that again, Aaron. You think you're going to get to round 4?
I think we might get to round 3 or 4, something like that. If we get lucky with the round 2 draw. If we don't get lucky with the round 2 draw, then I've got a feeling we'll go out in round 2. But I don't think that could help our league, folks. I think we might go down anyway.
Yeah.
We're just going to leave that there. We're just going to leave that there because it will just confuse us, and I've got another stream to go on. So yeah, we'll be back on Thursday. doing the same all over again. This time talk about the actual EFL. But before you go, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button as well. If you are new to the channel, you can find me on Twitter at @Nile_PAFC and on YouTube at Let's Talk Premier League. Charlie, where can they find you?
Yeah, at One Rovers Vlogs on Twitter or One Rovers Vlogs on YouTube.
Perfect. And what about you, Aaron?
Oh shit, Derby for another punch deduction. You can get me on Twitter at Aaron_Challoner, Instagram at Aaron Challoner Official, YouTube Pro Football DRSC and Coast Chal. Sorry you didn't see a lot of me tonight, but I will be back on
fucking 1 hour late.
I'm not working up until 6 o'clock on Thursday, so I will be here for the start of the EFL show on Thursday for the games that are playing this weekend. Obviously, we're postponed because of international call-ups, but there will be games played, so I'll be back here previewing those games as well.
And
I'll be on Munsey Talks Football. I'll be on Munsey Talks Football, so join me over there on Munsey Talks Premier League. Well, I think it's that. James Corden, Liam Nelson, Sam Smith. Love to see it. You can find Aaron in his delusional universe with Kenny. Yeah, pretty much. On that note, we are going to wrap up, although Prime quickly, there you go. Well done. We'll leave you on that, guys. But until next time, thanks for watching and peace out.